What's up, Ravens? Welcome back to another week of ONW Now. That's Verity Samuelson.
And that's Ashlyn Vaughn. Today we got a slamming show for you, featuring Old Settlers Parade, new Olathe businesses, resources to help our students here at ONW in the neighborhood march.
Verity, I just can't wait any longer. Let's roll that intro.
This past weekend, the annual Old Settlers Parade was back in downtown Olathe. Addison Lowe has more on how this brought the community together.
This past weekend, the annual Old Settlers Parade and Festival was held in downtown Olathe. There were many attractions for the community, including numerous vendors.
So we own Sweet Kick and Salsa. We have been making this salsa in our kitchen for years.
We made so far for our wedding to give out as gifts, and then we realized that wow, this is something that we can do, and people really enjoy them.
Businesses such as these highlight the importance of involving the community in events like Old Settlers.
What are some of the best sellers? What are some of the different times that we sell really well at, to make sure we have enough product to be able to sell to everyone that comes around?
We're here not so much to make a profit, but it's more about getting our brand awareness out there and getting customers aware of our salsa.
The hard work and preparation from everyone involved ensures a positive community experience.
Just walking around, having something to eat, going on a few rides, playing a few games, hanging out with friends. Can't get much better than that.
The positive environment at the festival is something to appreciate when noticing how Old Settlers brings everyone together.
You see people from all walks of life, all around the state, different culture. It's just so vibrant, it's fun.
There's a lot of smiles on the faces, It's great to be here. Everybody's just having a good time. It's awesome.
I love doing these events because I get to get out there and meet people and not just talk about salsa, but...
Yesterday was a very important day in history that we would like to honor.
It marks 23 years since September 11, 2001.
3,000 people lost their lives due to the terrorist attacks into the Twin Towers and the Pentagon.
This event changed our world forever, so we like to recognize it each year on this day.
On a lighter note, last week ONW Band and Dance were joined alongside PRT's Band, Dance, and Cheer for the Neighborhood March. Jada Lee has more on the story.
On Friday, September 6th, ONW Band and Dance participated in a march to perform in front of Meadow Lane Elementary. This march not only helps prepare the band for future events, but also involved the local community.
So on Friday, we do a march to Meadow Lane Elementary School on the other side of Lone Elm, and this is mostly to help us prepare for the Old Settlers Parade the following day, and it also gives us a chance to just outreach to the elementary students and show them what high school band is so that they aren't disappointed by what they have in 5th grade.
ONW Band and Dance are joined alongside the PRT band students who are now ready to perform with their future high school peers.
Most of the people from PRT will go to Olathe Northwest, so we have a lot of festivals and a lot of things that we do with them so that we can encourage them to do band in the future and come do marching band with us. They get to communicate with us as high schoolers, and they get to see how fun it is when we do things like this and how just we march in general and how much fun we have. They just see that and they go, oh, I want to do this in the future.
For the Raven Network, this has been Jada Lee.
Now, let's toss it to game day.
Welcome back to another segment of Game Day. I'm Ryan Kojo, joined alongside
Hayden Laughlin, and we're closing off the second week of action with our Raven athletes.
Let's go over a quick recap of all the athletics that took place.
Kicking off with boys soccer, we saw them take part in the Harrisonville tournament, where they started off strong in Game 1 by beating Grain Valley with a score of 4-1.
They continued their good form going into the second game against Van Horn, finishing 1-1 and advancing 4-2 on penalties.
But unfortunately, in the final game, they came short against Olathe North, losing by a score of 3-1.
Unlucky for the boys, but I'm sure they'll bounce back at tonight's game against Lawrence Free State at Seaback.
Make sure to pop out and support the boys. Be sure to dress out for the theme, which is bikers.
Next up, a student at ONW is turning heads both here and across the Atlantic. Kylie Freeman has the story on a girls soccer player who's making a name for herself.
In a year where most freshmen are still finding their footing, JC Hackler is already setting the bar sky high.
Me winning Gatorade Player of the Year, for my future, it's definitely going to continue to motivate me to work hard. It showed me that working hard will pay off, and that even though if there is hard times or times when I just don't want to do it, putting in the work, there will always be a good outcome.
After only her freshman season in high school, JC has already changed the game.
What I would say about JC's season is remarkable. And what she's done is she, along with all of the other players that contributed to the success that our team had this year, set kind of the expectations again and continued to keep those expectations up. And so the potential that she has right now as a player is pretty remarkable, and it's going to be fun to kind of watch to see where she goes.
Winning Gatorade Player of the Year was just the beginning for freshman JC Hackler as she took her game to the international stage.
Recently, I went to Spain, and I played with the Case Current 2 team. That was with girls from all over the country. We played against Barcelona and Madrid, their teams, but it was still really cool to get to experience like playing against them and with them. It definitely showed me, it was really eye-opening. It showed me like what all really is out there, because like seeing it on TV and seeing photos and stuff is just like way different than seeing it in person. It was kind of surreal.
From Kansas fields to European turf, JC Hackler has redefined what it means to be a high school star. From the Raven Network, this has been Kylie Freeman.
Moving on to girls golf, they took part in the Sunflower Hills Showdown on Tuesday, placing 4th overall.
It was their best performance yet, shooting their lowest score so far. Claire Sullivan shot an average of 72 and Avery Hirschman with a 75.
Their next tournament will be played on Monday at 1:30 at Heritage Golf Course. Good luck to our girls.
Now moving on to our gymnastics, our Lady Ravens also competed on Tuesday at an invitational held at Shawnee Mission Northwest.
It was a great performance, with Sophia Beaumont doing a clean sweep, finishing first on all events all around. Emmy Keller also placed 3rd on vault. Good job to our gymnasts. Their next invitational is on Saturday at Lawrence High School. Good luck, Ravens.
Switching our focus over to volleyball, ONW has been busy the past week playing in a big tournament at St. James on Saturday and on Tuesday against a crosstown rival, the Olathe South Falcons.
South jumped out early in each of the first 2 sets, but the young Ravens battled back. But Olathe South had the experience and was a force at the net as ONW dropped the first 2 sets 25-19, 25-19. In the 3rd set, our girls once again started slow but wouldn't give up and made it close. But the Falcons finished off ONW 25-22 to win the match.
The Lady Ravens look to bounce back tonight in Lawrence at 6:30. Good luck, ladies.
Moving on to girls tennis, they took part yesterday in a quad at Harmon Park against Blue Valley North, Blue Valley Northwest, and Washburn Rural.
The Lady Ravens went 7-6 overall against Shawnee Mission East, Blue Valley Northwest, and Washburn Rural. Hannah Carney and Riley Terhune led the way, going 3-0 at the #1 double spot.
Sammy Van Zanti and Emmy Rand were 2-1, the #2 doubles spot. Good job and good luck to our girls on their upcoming quad on Tuesday at Seaback.
The girls tennis team started off their season last week with a fresh new lineup. The Lady Ravens are excited about the opportunities that this year will bring. Let's pass it over to Jack Mans for some more on the girls.
The Olathe Northwest girls tennis team season has just started this past week and are optimistic about the upcoming weeks.
There's a lot of opportunities for us to grow as a team, follow up the success from the past couple seasons that we've had.
The team anticipates how young and fresh players will contribute to their success.
We have a few new players on the team, a lot of underclassmen that are really good players. I think that just having a bunch of younger players coming in that are really good and they play tennis all throughout the year outside of high school season is really encouraging for our team.
With a young underclassmen presence, the senior leaders have made it a priority to build team chemistry.
Creating team bonding, getting all the team together, and making sure it's a good, stable connection between everyone.
We all get along really well in practice and also outside of it as a team. Encourage one another, and that really helps to have a really good team environment. I feel like it improves our results, honestly.
After placing 3rd in the past 2 years at state, our girls tennis team also lost 2 influential seniors and is looking to rebuild for a state championship.
Boys kicked off their seasons last Friday against Olathe East.
The boys unfortunately came short, losing out by a score of 13-10, with the Ravens scoring a field goal to start and a touchdown towards the end. However, it wasn't enough to overcome the Hawks.
However, we wish the boys the best of luck this Friday night at Seaback against Garden City at 7. Make sure to pop out with your red, white, and blue colors to support the team.
Coach Mike Grove is a staple in the Raven coaching community. This year, his son Eli joins his dad walking the halls of ONW. Eli loves to play football, and he loves to tackle. Blake Winter has more on Eli and the impact he's made on the Ravens.
What's up, Ravens? I'm Blake Winter with the Raven Network, and today we sat down with Coach Grove and his son Eli to learn more about his experience playing on the football team.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for him to play here at Olathe Northwest.
I like to play, they've got me doing different positions and stuff that I've never done before.
Eli faces unique challenges on the field.
The challenges that he faces, obviously, is just, continuing to try to form social relationships with others that they can't hear. He's only here for 1 hour of the day for 7th hour weights and then for football practice. So, overcoming those social I'd say social situations is probably the toughest thing.
I really love to tackle, hitting hard, boy. I love that. And I really enjoy, you know, the people around me. You know, we've really been developing our skills and improving our skills.
This has been Blake Winter with the Raven Network. Good luck to Eli the rest of the season. Back to the desk.
Moving over to cross country, we saw the team compete this past weekend in Manhattan.
The team did well with Dexter Favreau coming in first place at the B race, and we also saw 12 Ravens course PR on the Manhattan course and 8 Ravens who had their overall PR.
Wow, the Ravens walked away with a 21 total medals. Good job to the team, and good luck this upcoming weekend, where they will be competing against Olathe North at ODAC at 6 p.m.
Great week of sports, Ravens. We look forward to continue to watch this fall seasons. After a quick commercial break, we send it back over to Meredith and Ashlyn.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
You know, I love cookie dough. What about you?
I'm a big coffee fan personally.
Have you ever thought about what goes on behind the scoop?
I know my guy Garrett Foster has. Let's pass it over to get some more info.
The Golden Scoop has recently opened their brand new ice cream shop. We went and talked to some of the employees about the shop and its mission.
The mission of the Golden Scoop is to employ adults with unique abilities, and it's all to help adults with disabilities learn different paths for their work experience. We make all ice cream in-house, and we serve baked goods, quiche, pies, coffees.
The best part about every new store is the awesome new workers.
So there's an 80% unemployment rate for people with unique abilities. And while we can't service them all, we want to service as many as we can because they're capable of doing so much. And it's really fun to see customers coming in and just seeing how capable they truly are. So they feel very empowered and they love serving our community.
I just love to serve ice cream. I didn't learn how to make coffee. It's kind of cool challenge for me.
If you'd like to donate, don't forget to check out their website, thegoldenscoop.org. For the Raven Network, this has been Garrett Foster.
Mayor, I gotta be honest, I'm really struggling with this essay in English.
I know what can help you.
What?
The ONW Writing Center.
Let's hear some more from Gada about how I can get some help.
The Writing Center at ONW has started up for the new school year. The center is a student-led tutoring space that aims to help students with their English writing.
I'm super excited. I think our group of tutors this year are really awesome and motivated, and I think that we can do a lot of good in normalizing the idea of seeking out help.
The Writing Center isn't only for English essays. It also helps with AP assignments, FRQ practice, and much more. It also creates a safe space for peer review and reflection.
It's a place for peer review. It's where anyone can come in and just get some help, get some advice from some of the best writers in the school.
Students will be able to visit the Writing Center in room 1318 on every movement day during AI, so it is very accessible for all students who are seeking out help with their writing. For ONW Now, this has been Ghada Bishtawi.
One last thing before we let you guys go, Late Night Northwest is back.
Starting next week, Late Night Northwest is finally back, starring extremely funny, tall, athletic, charismatic James, the drop fade fails.
Well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for tuning in to ONW Now.
Make sure to keep up with us at Raven Nation to see what's poppin'.
Raven Nation, let's fly!